Good day. Today we're going to do lesson 9, grade 3, term 2. It's going to be a fun lesson on 3D objects. So the first part is then what do we need to cover in the caps, and then what we have is all the resources that we need to use in this activity. On the right hand side you have your dictionary, 2D shapes and 3D objects. Um, Make sure you as a parent or the teacher understands this quite well. Remember, the learners or the child does not have to study these definitions. Let's start with the daily routine. So today, again, I'm going to say daily routine, and you're going to pause the video and ask your child or learners these questions. Well done and welcome back. So today we're going to count from 0 to 503s. Please don't let the child start from 3 and count up to 503s. Remember, we work in a certain number range. So let's then work between 300 and 400. So if we say 303, 306, 309, what number will come after that? So count between numbers 300 and 400, and then 400 and 503s. Do a few activities like this. Pause the video now. Welcome back. The following activity can be done orally or in a book. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the numbers from the biggest to the smallest. When we write it from the biggest to the smallest, we also call it descending order. So pause your video now and do the activity. Welcome back. I'm going to reveal the answers. You can pause your video again and you can mark your work, or just check what you've done orally if it was correct. I'm then going to start with the lesson. So what we're going to look at the lesson is these things are balls. So all the balls that you have at home, please collect them and we're going to look at them. Then we're going to look at the boxes and we're going to look at cylinders. Note that later on we will start to introduce the word prisms here with the boxes, and balls we will introduce spheres. If your child the child is already using these words, it's fine. So let's quickly see. So what are you going to do as a family? So we're going to find 5 objects that look like balls. So they only have to look like it. It doesn't have to be exact ball. Then 5 objects that look like boxes, and 5 objects that look like cylinders. If you can't collect all 5, find a magazine or a newspaper or any drawing where you can find these. But remember, to touch, to feel, to move, to pass on to somebody else, we just learn better. After you've done that, what I want you to do is you need to find pictures like this and then stick it into a book. So let's quickly see. If the child struggled or the learner struggled, then what you can do is you work with these concrete objects, but using the concrete objects, they're going to name it and then they build something with it. And then after they made this building or a building like that, remember you don't need these resources. You can use boxes, containers, anything from home. I always keep a big basket at home and I throw in all the empty containers in there. And then during activities like this, I use it with my children. Then what you can do is you can draw these things or you can find things in magazines like we already done in the previous activity. After we have done this, we can solve the problem. So we can do, can a ball balance on a box? Can a box balance on a cylinder? Or can a cylinder balance on a ball? Remember, always try to do it physically. And then after that, you can just ask the child questions and they can see if they can visualize these things. Then it's time to go to the worksheet. You're going to go and you're going to complete the worksheet. Already a lot of this work has been done. You don't have to repeat it. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the consolidation. Here again is, if it's all yes, you carry on. If you got some no's, you revisit, revise, or you contact us at SATeacher.